Hello again there folks, welcome back to my channel. I'm the Lone Adventurer and today I'm going to be continuing my playthrough of Marching Order, a solo dungeon delving game in which you control a group of rogues as they go up against various enemies and explore various locations. This is part 3. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, there'll be a link up to part 1 in the corner of the screen and in the description down below. Our characters are exploring the Decaying Manse, which is a location they've been asked to clear out, I guess, by a local businessman. Is he a businessman? Called Headmeister Dunberger Gieterheim. And so we're going into this location and killing everything that we can find, and then we'll be rewarded handsomely for our efforts, I guess is the plan. We haven't done much in here yet, if I'm honest. We've fought a couple of groups of rats. Lucinda, the sellsword, has tried some old booze that she found, which got her inebriated, and that is affecting how she plays at the moment. These are our cooldown dice, which remind us how long we are unable to use particular actions that the characters have, or at least these are cooldown dice. These dice here are tracking conditions that those characters have that are giving them various bonuses or negative effects. I have replaced the dice that I use with some new dice that I've got. I have added the maximum health to my little character sheets. There you go, that's pretty much where we're at, I suppose. Let's get on with it, shall we? We have explored location A, and then we had to turn back round into the main corridor, and now we need to decide what to do. I guess we can just gradually work our way up this corridor, or we could go straight through into whatever area is at the end there. I think we'll just go into location D here, see what's going on there. This room is full of cobwebs and they cling to your skin as you attempt to walk in. You could burn them away if you wanted to sacrifice a torch. Sacrifice a torch, if so go to T, or you can exit, go to H. Well, we've got a moderate amount of torches. That doesn't sound like too much of an awful sacrifice. So Danny's on front of my pile here. So I think we'll have Danny sacrifice her torch. I'll just cross that out for now. Actually, no, I'm not going to cross that out. So we will remove the torch from Danny's equipment. And let's see what our reward is. We're going to go to T. The cobwebs go up in flame. The spiders in the room aren't happy about that. Hang on, so there's no actual gain here. And then return to D. Oh, okay, so I guess fight the spiders. So that sucks. There's no benefit to doing this at all. I just got to fight a bunch of things. Let's do that then. So we have got 2 venom spiders, a trap spider and a giant spider. If I'm honest, I was kind of hoping there'd be some kind of reward for doing that. I guess they can't always reward you for doing curious things. So who's going to go first? I think we've been doing yellow for the rogues, blue for the enemies. That's a draw, you re-roll on a draw. That's another draw. Okay, so that is the enemies going first. So in other games I would be tempted to try and escape from this combat. However, the way it works in this game is every rogue has to escape separately. So you can't escape as a party, you have to escape as individuals. So I would have to do escape rolls for every single party member. So we'll see how it goes. If it starts to get nasty, we'll try and do that. We'll give this a go though. So we're going to start with the enemy nearest to the party, which is this venom spider. See what action they do. Arachnophobia. Target a random rogue in the first 3 positions of their marching order. The rogue must make a resolve roll versus a target number of 3. If the rogue fails, they switch positions with the rogue behind them. Oh, okay, so it's just freaking out the party members and making them run away a little bit from the spiders. That's kind of interesting. So that's messing with your marching order. Obviously, I've thought about the order in which my rogues are placed in order to best be able to attack the enemies. So this action will mess with my order and therefore also mess with my ability to attack the enemies. Okay, we need to target a random rogue in the first 3 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll a 6, it's the sellsword. And then the sellsword needs to make a resolve roll versus target number of 3. So I think she needs to roll 3 or more in order to succeed. Now, unfortunately, her resolve is nothing. The only character I have that has any resolve is the doctor. Everyone else is on 0, so I've got to roll a 3. I only rolled a 1. How annoying. So they're going to switch positions with the doctor. So now my doctor's up at the front, which I don't really want. Next spider. 5. Putrid Bite. Target an adjacent rogue. Okay, so there's no adjacent rogue to this spider. If no rogue adjacent, it moves 1 space in the marching order. So that spider would swap with that spider. I mean, obviously there's no point in doing that because they're identical. So we'll just leave it as it is. On to the trap spider. 3. Sticky situation. Target a random rogue. Make a physical attack roll versus their defense. If successful, they get tangled up. Okay. So random rogue. Well, how are we going to do a random rogue with 4? Well, I guess we'll need a D8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3. Torchbearer. Bad news, Torchbearer. So it's a physical attack roll versus their defense. Defense of 1. Ooh, physical +1. This is bad news, isn't it? Goodness. 4 plus 1 is 5, so that's comfortably above the Torchbearer's defense. So he is becoming restrained. So the condition restrained, he can take an action to remove the restrained condition. If we end up with them all restrained, you can consider them all dead. Great. Okay. All of a sudden this game is feeling a little bit more scary. Right, so poor old Jeff is restrained by the sticky web stuff, and we need to give the giant spider an action. 3. Rest. The giant spider does nothing. Thank goodness. Right, on to the rogues. Don't need that anymore. That was to remind me of something that is no longer relevant, I'm pretty sure. Danny's going to lose the inspired condition. And then we're going to wind down that, wind down that, and wind down that. Oh, and Jeff is still restrained until he uses an action to get rid of that. So we'll start with Rocco. The question is, how do we feel about Rocco and Lucinda being swapped? I think it's probably okay for the time being. Okay, let's keep them in the same order for now, because I do want to try and get rid of these spiders as quickly as possible. So Rocco's going to do his standard staff attack. He's going to target the spider right next to him. Physical attack versus defense. 5, that's brilliant. Physical -1 down to 4. Spider's got a defense of 2. Oh, that's annoying. So that's taking the attack down to 2 points of damage. And annoyingly, the spider has got 3 health. Oh, we need to roll for the BS die. Nothing happens. I forgot to roll for the BS die for all the spiders. Feel like I should do that now. So we'll do the venom spider. Immediately a 6. That's awful. They're more afraid of me than I am of them. the venom spider advances one space in the marching order if possible and immediately takes the arachnophobia action. Okay, so it's doing the arachnophobia action. It's going to be one of these three characters. Targeting the sellsword. This rogue must do a resolve roll versus target number of 3. Successful. So that doesn't work, thank goodness. Then we need to do BS rolls for the next venom spider. The trap spider. Oh, trap spider 1. That's good though, right? So that is gummed up the works. Trap spider gains a condition stunned 1. Let's just quickly roll for the giant spider as well. 2. That's nothing. So let's find out what the stunned condition does. The creature skips the rest of this turn following the conditions and cooldown phase, which basically means no action in the next go. I think I've got that right. Okay, so back to the rogues. It is now the sellsword's turn. It is Lucinda's turn. Now Lucinda is shit-faced, which will have an effect on this stuff. It might have actually had an effect on an attack during the spider's go, and I forgot. Now, unfortunately, we can't use Lucinda's additional action there because it's targeting an adjacent enemy. Now, if I wanted to switch her with the Doctor, that would take her main action for this go. So I could do that, or we could do a basic attack against the Venom Spider there. I think I'm going to do that. So we'll do a basic attack. 2 plus 1 is 3. Minus 2 is 1. So that's the last point of health, which means that spider is done for. And they're all going to move up. Then we need to do BS roll. Then it's the torchbearer's go, but he is restrained, so he's going to use his go to remove that restrained condition. Still do the BS roll. And then it is Danny's go. Now we could do a basic arrow attack, or could do the rain of arrows, but that's got a cooldown of 5, which means 5 rounds of combat before she could do it again, which is rough. I don't know what else I'm going to be facing, do I? But I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because I don't want this combat to last too long. So rain of arrows, cooldown of 5, and then it's going to be a physical attack against every enemy. So starting with the Venom Spider. Ooh, 6. Plus 1 is 7. Minus 2 is 5, which means the Venom Spider is out. Then the Trap Spider. 2. Disappointing. Plus 1 is 3. Trap Spider's got a defense of 2, so 1 point of damage. And then the Giant Spider. 4. Plus 1 is 5. Minus 1 is 4, which is actually enough to kill the giant spider. So I think that was probably worth it. And then the BS roll, and nothing happens. We're going to reset everybody for another round of combat. Now, the trap spider is stunned for 1 round, so I think that means that it doesn't get a go, which is pretty cool. So no go for the trap spider. Back onto us. Starting with the Doctor. Now I think we've got a decent shot at taking this spider out this round. So I'm going to use the Doctor's go to switch the characters back into the formation that I want. There we go. We need to do a BS roll for her. Nothing. Oh no, sorry, that was not a BS roll for her, that was a BS roll for the Doctor, wasn't it? Because the Doctor was doing the first action. That's the end of his go. Then we're on to Lucinda. Lucinda is going to just do her standard hack and slash attack. 6, that is going to kill the trap spider. And the enemies are defeated. Oh, I didn't take the dice down, did I? At the start of the rogue's action. So that will go down to 4. Jeff's will disappear entirely. So you can do his additional action again. Rocco's will go down to 1. and that one will go down to 4. Alright, so with that done, we have completed that and we can return to D. Back in D, there's nothing else to do, so we are going to go back to the corridor in H. I'm just going to make a note on my map of what went down in that room. Alright, so let's go back to the corridor. We're going to go up to one of the next rooms, so we'll just keep on working our way up this corridor. So to X. The garbage on the floor is ankle deep. Bones, scraps, shit, and perhaps worse things fill the room. It's all you can do to keep from spewing last night's ale onto the pile as well. But maybe there is something valuable in there. Want to dig around? Make an awareness roll versus TN5. So I guess anyone can do this. Have I got anyone who's particularly aware? Well, Rocco and Danny are particularly aware. They got 2, so I'd have to roll a 3 to be successful. Do I want to root around? See, this is part of the problem. It's presented with a situation like this. My answer is always, yeah, I'll have a root around. Yeah, I want to see what's going on. This would be the doctor having a root around. Awareness 2. Fail. God damn. Alright. So we're turning to GG to see what happens. You don't find anything other than a rash. Hell, it ain't even your first one. Return to X. I guess that's it. I guess you can only do it once. Okay, so we're going to return to H. Just make a note on my map. But at least there wasn't some kind of negative downside to rooting around in the rubbish. I didn't have to fight something. Back in H, we'll go over the corridor into L. A variety of vermin-ridden sleeping mats lay on the damp, rotting floor of this room. Some of the vermin seem to be larger than others. Okay, so we've got a giant rat, a trap spider, a venom spider, and a giant rat. Here we go. Who's going to go first? That's the rogues going first. First we need to reduce the cooldown dice and whatnot. I'm pretty sure that I've been forgetting the shit-faced condition on the sellsword on Lucinda. In fact, I definitely have. Definitely. The physical bonus would have been advantageous at certain points, and I forgot about the defence. Let's get into it, shall we? So we're going to start with Lucinda. Do you know what? I think Lucinda's going to use her always keep a knife in your boot action. And that means that she can target an adjacent enemy, physical attack versus defense, and can then do a hack and slash attack immediately. So going to target the giant rat. That's brilliant. 6 plus 1 plus 2 for the shit-face condition. 6, 7, 8, 9. It doesn't really matter, does it? Because that is going to easily kill that giant rat. And then she can go straight in and do another attack. And it can be the hack and slash attack, basic attack. So could target the trap spider, could target the venom spider. I don't think it matters too much. Target the trap spider. 2, not as good. 3, 4, 5. Ooh, minus 2 is 3. The trap spider's got 3 health, so immediately defeated. This is more like it. That is the end of the sellsword's go. No BS action. On to the doctor. The doctor is going to just do a basic staff attack, attacking the venom spider. 5, that's pretty good, isn't it? Minus 1 is 4. Minus 2 is 2, so unfortunately not destroying it. BS action. Not good. So the doctor's BS action is no more blood, no more. Roll d6. On a 1 to 2, the doctor leaves the battle and loses 2 health. Oh, that's annoying. Doctor goes down to 2 health, goes down to 9 health, sorry, and is leaving the battle entirely. Okay, on to the sellsword. Jeff. Jeff is going to just throw a stone at the spider. Oh, that's not good. 2 minus 2, not doing anything. Okay, BS, nothing. Now, Danny is going to have to do her basic action because the Rain of Arrows action is still on cooldown. So this is going to be a basic attack against this venom spider. Oh, 6 plus 1 is 7. That's easily going to kill it, which means we are down to just the giant rat. Giant rat is going to attack, or do an action rather. 5. 5 is skitter scatter. Giant rat switches position with a random ally. No allies for it, so that is the end of its action, assuming we don't have a BS action, and we don't. I should have turned Danny over as well. Alright, resetting everyone, apart from the doctor, obviously, who has left the fight. Update the dice. Lucinda is starting to sober up a little bit. Only 2 more rounds of combat with the shit-face condition. It is Lucinda's go. Standard action. Standard attack, rather. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6, 7 for the condition there, which means the giant rat is defeated. Whoop whoop. They join up with the doctor again. Why did you run away? And that is the end of that. Which room were we in? I forget. I should have put a bookmark in. L. It was L. Alright, so that's the end of the room, really. So I'll just make a note about what we found in there. Alright, so we're back in the corridor. We're going to go into the next room, which is F. A strange beast that looks as if it is half rat and half man sits on the table. Regular rats scurry over top. You've never seen such a creature before, and you can only wonder at what horrible curse caused this monstrosity. On second thought, it was probably Sigurd. With any luck, you may have surprised it. Before rolling to see who goes first, one rogue may make a lucky roll versus target number 4. If successful, the rogues get a free round of combat. So let's do that, shall we? We need to make a luck roll. Obviously we'll be doing the doctor. He's got plus 3 luck. It's target number 4. Easily doing it, which means we get a free round of combat. We are playing against a were-rat poker, giant rat, and diseased rat. And there's an onward location here, so it looks like there's some stairs in the corner of the room that we can go up or down. Right, so let's roll to see who goes first. That is the rogues, and we get an extra go, so we get 2 rounds of combat before the enemy attacks. So we might be able to finish them off before they get to do anything, which is pretty cool. Just lower the various dice. Lucinda is going first. What's she going to do? I think she's just going to do a basic attack against the were-rat poker. Ooh, 1. That's not good. Plus 1. Oh, plus 2 for the shit-faced, because she's still got that. So that's 4. Defense of 2, which means we're doing 2 damage. The were-rat poker has got 6 health. BS roll. Nothing. Then the doctor. Doctor is going to do a basic attack as well, the staff attack, against the same enemy. 2, minus 1, so we're only doing 1 point of damage, so that's a total of 1, and defense of 2, so that's not doing anything, unfortunately. BS roll, nothing. Then Jeff, what's Jeff going to do? Would he be better off doing his helper action to inspire someone else? Maybe he would, because I can't see him doing any damage. Certainly not to the were-rat poker, which is the only creature he can actually attack. So yeah, I think he will use his I'm a helper action, which has got a cooldown of 3, and he'll use that to give inspired +1 to Rocco, and maybe that will help Rocco do a little bit of damage. That's going to last for 2 rounds. Thanks, Jeff. BS roll. Ooh, BS roll. Oh, a lucky coin. +1 luck. Can exceed max. Only lasts for delve. So he's got +1 luck. I mean, is that going to be helpful? So +1 luck for Jeff. Better than nothing, I suppose. Then Danny is going to shoot the were-rat poker. 4, 5, -2 is doing 3 damage. So annoyingly not even defeated. However, we get a bonus round of combat because we surprised the enemy. So that's gone. That's down to 2. That's down to 1. And that is finally gone. Lucinda is sobered up. I'm now thinking that when Jeff gives someone inspired, it makes sense to do that with someone who hasn't taken their action yet this go. And had we done that, I think inspired gives... it's +1 to action rolls. So if I'd have given the inspired to Danny, when Danny hit the were-rat poker, she would have finished it off, which would have been helpful. So something to think about. Anyway, Lucinda to act. Basic attack against the were-rat poker, or against the giant rat. Maybe we should leave the doctor to finish off the were-rat poker. Lucinda's going to attack the giant rat. 3 + 1 is 4, -1 is 3, so that does kill it. Brill. BS roll. That was a 5. Then the doctor is going to do the hack and slash, targeting the were-rat poker. 6, I mean that's obviously going to finish it off. Fantastic. BS roll. Nothing. Jeff, what are you going to do, Jeff? I guess he's going to hit this giant rat with his stone. 4 -2 is 2. Defense of 1, so it's doing 1 point of damage. Better than nothing. BS roll. Nothing. And then Danny is going to do arrow attack on the giant rat. Ooh, 1. That sucks. 1 + 1, -1 for defense. Then doing 1 point of damage. I was hoping for better than that. Right, so the giant rat is now going to do something for the first time. 4 gives us Skitter Scatter, switching place with a random ally. BS roll. 6. Lame. It moved so fast. Target a random rogue and make a physical attack versus their defense, even if the giant rat couldn't normally attack them. So we need a D8 roll to see who we're going to attack, who the giant rat's going to attack. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Attacking the doctor. Oh dear. So this is a physical attack versus defense. 5, that's big, isn't it? 5, defense of 2, so doing 3 points of damage. Taking him down to 6. This is the first time it feels like one of the rogues has taken some like proper damage. Okay. Oh wait a minute, that wasn't that one, was it? That was this one. Then this one's going to do something. 2 is just... oh no, that's the Toofy Boys. Target an adjacent rogue, physical attack versus defense. 4. Luckily, Lucinda's got a defense of 4, so this is not doing any damage. That's the end of the round, so we need to reset. Back onto the rogues, so all the cooldowns go down. Rocco losing the inspired condition. And here we go, starting with Lucinda up at the front. Just going to do a standard attack. Might as well do it against the one at the back. Oh, that is it. Giant rat is defeated. Then on to BS roll. BS roll 6. You left an opening. Immediately take another action. All right, well, she's just going to do a standard attack on this one. 5 plus 1 is 6. Minus 2 is 4. Health of 2. She just finished them both off. Lucinda the sellsword getting the job done. And that is the end of the combat. Okay, so we have got an onward location here, so we could go on to E, and I think we will do that. You crest the stairs into this seemingly empty room. Maybe the second floor is empty. Then again, maybe you're just not catching something. Make an awareness roll versus target number 4. So I guess we'll go for the best awareness, which is Danny. Target number 4. 2. So 2 plus the awareness of 2 is 4, so that is successful. And we're going to go to J. It looks like you were missing something. Several wires seem to attach to the doorknob. Okay, so what? I don't care. Go to E. You want to try and disarm it. A rogue may make a tinker roll versus target number 3. The rogue must use Tinker's tools to do so. So do the Tinker's tools get used up, or do we get to keep them? The Tinker's tools break if you fail. Well, we will do that, but for some reason, I decided to give the Tinker's tools to someone who hasn't got a very good Tinker ability level. I don't know why I did that. I remember noting at the time and then just being lazy and not turning to a different character. Because the only one that we've got that's got an advantage on Tinker is the Torchbearer, and he's only +1. So yeah, I guess we'll have a go. We'll have a go at tinkering. So we've got to do a tinker roll versus target number 3, +0, so we've just got to roll a 3. 2. So the Tinker's tools break. You may try again. Return to E. So our Tinker's tools have broken. We are returning to E. Oh, and then, okay, so now we can proceed as normal into room R. All right, but I think we will pause it there, folks, and take it up in another video. So we have failed to resolve the trap, so I don't think that's going to be good, but I'm going to barrel on ahead into the next room anyway, but we'll do that in another video. There you go, that was another instalment of our marching order playthrough. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in the next one. Bye for now.